Right. So welcome to the project demonstration of CP converter using MPPT. So here the CP converter is act as buck boost converter, and the MPPT concept we are going to achieving by this PIC microcontroller. So MPPT nothing but maximum power point tracking. So as we know that the solar panel will provide the maximum power point whenever the equal of voltage and current. So when we place this solar panel under the sunlight, the solar panel ratings are 12 volt 20 watts which we are using now, and which will provide the 20 watts power maximum. So when we place under the sunlight, full sunlight, it will provide 18 volts instead of 12 volts. So then in order to provide the equal for the power, then the current will be decreased because the 20 watts should be always same constant. So for the heavy voltage, then less current, and less voltage, more current. So in order to do that, the microcontroller will measure the input voltage from the solar panel. So for that we need to connect this S, okay, to the S here. We need to connect it over here, and from this voltage sensor we are going to measure the voltage. So here the voltage sensor is potential divider, so which is of 10 kilo ohm with 1 kilo ohm resistor in series. So this is a 10:1 ratio, nothing but when we get the 12 volts from the solar panel, the microcontroller will get the 1.2 volts, and then in that one inside the microcontroller programming we multiply it with the 10. So why? Because we are using the potential divider. So why? Because the microcontroller measure up to maximum of 5 volts. So in order to measure the more voltage, then we are making use of this potential divider circuit. Same for this battery also. So from these two sensors we are going to measuring the voltage, and whenever the solar panel voltage is above 14.5, and the microcontroller parallelly we controlling this MOSFET. Sorry, this is the MOSFET for the MPPT purpose. So this MOSFET will be controlling the voltage, which is should be below 14.5 when the main source voltage is above 14.5. So then keeping constant 14.5, then we will get the more currents, and parallelly we will get the maximum power, and that voltage will be given as main input to this CPIC converter. So here the CPIC converter is made with 2 inductors and the 2 capacitors with 1 diode. So when we microcontroller on this MOSFET, then parallelly these 2 inductors will get charged, and when it is off it will be discharged. The discharge voltage will be given through this unidirectional current flow diode to these capacitors. So these two will be charged again, and continuously the on and off of this MOSFET will charging and discharging of these capacitors and inductor. Then we'll get the maximum power after this CPIC converter, and that was given output voltage through these cables to our the charging circuitry. So from here we are going to charge this battery. Coming to this battery ratings, so these are the 3 battery packs. So each battery pack consists of 4 volt 1 amp are connected in series, so that we will get the 12 volt 1 amp, and these 3 are connected in parallel again. So we will get the 12 volt 3 amps, that is 36 watts of power we are going to store in this battery. So we are getting 12 volt 20 watts, nothing but is per hour wattage, so that we can charge this battery in less time by making use of MPPT as well as our CPIC converter. So coming to the connections of the sensors, so the voltage sensor of solar panel is connected to the A1, and battery is for A0, and C0 C1 is for the MOSFETs of CPIC converter as well as MPPT, and LCD will display the status of current and PWM duty cycle as well as input voltages of solar and battery, and that was connected at B2 to B7. So here we are making use of PIC 16F72 microcontroller. This is the motherboard, and we are going to provide the 5 volts power supply from the adapter, and from that we are going to on the microcontroller start reading from the input and output modules. The input modules are the 2 sensors, and output modules of the LCD. So here coming to this charging circuitry, we can charge this battery in 2 ways. So generally it's not required, but in our project for safety purpose we are providing the extra charger, that is from the transformer. Just here we can see that there is a S and T. So the S and T will use it to charge the battery from the solar panel as well as from this transformer. So already the S is connected from this under this after this boost and MPPT, and now we are going to connect the T to the T, right? And when we switch on this, you can disconnect this. Mainly thing is disconnect that. Just give the power supply to this cable of 230 volts, and now so there will be light indication on your charging circuit. This is a charging circuit. So coming to the charging circuit, there will be 4 diodes. These diodes are useful for only when we charge this battery from the transformer of 230 volts. So it will be the 230 volts, and after the transformer we will get the 12 volts of AC, and 12 volts AC will be given to the input of this rectifier, 4 diodes. So after that we will get the pulsating DC, and after this capacitor we will get the pure DC of 12 volts, and from these 2 diodes we are going to provide the voltage to this battery from this cable. So the diode's purpose is whenever the battery fully charged, it will become the high potential and the transformer is going to be the low potential. So in order to control this reverse current flow from the battery to the transformer, the diodes will oppose this current flow from the battery to the transformer. Only it will allow the current from the transformer to the battery. In that way we can protect the charging circuitry. So this is all about the charging circuit. And in the motherboard there will be one reset switch in order to restart the microcontroller, and there is a 20 megahertz of crystal oscillator. One is program LED and another is power LED indication. So just connect this and now we can disconnect the charger, and it will take 8 hours to battery fully charged from this transformer. Just connect this adapter and now connect this at this one. So we'll place it as it is, and all the switch is in on position only. Right, now connect the main power supply to this adapter. We'll get the 5 volts directly from this adapter. So now on the screen we can see the welcome message, and then after the green light on and off 2 times, and after that the solar panel voltage will be displayed on the screen. So when we place the sunlight on the solar panel, the voltage will be increased, and as of now there is no voltage on the solar panel, so that current and the PWM signal is going to be the 0, and battery voltage is 13.15. So when we place the solar panel under the sunlight, so I am placing towards the sunlight, then the voltage will be increased. So right now, so when we place the solar panel on the sunlight, we can see that for this of sunlight of we'll get the 6.25 volts, and the current is going to be the 0.50 it's amps, and a PWM signal, that is PWM signal 127, nothing but that's the on time for the solar panel voltage. So nothing but the solar panel voltage will be given from the solar sensor and to this MOSFET again. For this MOSFET we are going to provide the PWM duration of that's 1 or 2 signal. Based on the voltage increasing, the pulse duration will be increased. Right? Thank you.